Hello there, my name is Mr. Raven, and this is Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. Yeah, we're doing this now. I played this way back in 2008, I think, which is like 2 years after its release. Now the back of the box promises survival, horror, and action, and some suspense involving puzzles and combat and stuff, and some about exploration. I never finished the game when I first played it. It came to some sort of factory and I got lost because it was huge. And I don't know if there was a map in the game, but I sure shit couldn't find it. So, I want to do a bit of an experiment here, and you're free to participate if you want or not, because I really can't do anything about it. What's going to happen is, if you start the game, you're going to go into a prologue. Now, there isn't a way to skip the prologue, but it's basically some investigation you do. Now, after the prologue, your main character gets amnesia, and you get a couple of flashes of what happened, but you already know what happened because you played through it. So, I'm thinking it'd be interesting if some of you, if you're interested, skip this episode and join in part 2, because that way you won't know what happened to the prologue, and that might be interesting. Or I might just be talking out of my ass. In any case, you're welcome to do this, you're welcome not to. I'll put a link in the description when you can join and you'll be part of the experiment, I guess. Right. And with that said, let's start a new game. We're a PI, private eye, let's do this. P. Alright, I didn't even get to read what was said there. This game has voice acting. It's actually pretty good. I love it!
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been.
Yeah.
All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
It's a very, very quick name drop. But alright, stick to it. I also love how this asylum is basically staffed by one man. One old overweight man. With no needles of any sort or no way to defend himself if any of these insane people turn, violent. So, yeah. Good on you, man. Good on you. I mean, these guys are just running free. You're seeing this, right? I mean, holy shit. Could turn ugly real fast. Oh. Oh, shit! Better get him down before he soils his pants. Don't want those white jammies to turn brown. Just be a shame. Yes. And it does in fact say what he just read out loud. So. Good on you, game. Loading! And here we are, the prologue. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother reading this out loud because I won't be fast enough until it finishes loading, I think. Hello there. Yeah, the overall timeline is a little muddy in the beginning. Now, personally, I like my games to be scary when they say they're going to be scary. And I actually think this game achieves that. Well, sometimes at least. What most people remember from this game is Chase in the beginning, which is fantastic. Seriously, it's like a 10 out of 10 second. It's so fucking good. And the game is actually scary, like in the beginning.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know
Armstrong
any.
has a really
Victor.
nasally voice.
He's the leader of this weird cult that
Nasally
moved in here a
voice.
few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes and all
Yeah,
that.
that was my trash. Don't
No
you
one
dare
ever
touch it.
presses charges, though.
Yeah.
They're a screwy
Left it
bunch.
for the raccoons, not you
Got the locals
cultists.
scared.
Strange
So
people.
tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
I like how
Well,
even though
that's
they're
just
talking about gunshots, they're still standing
Lead the
clear
way,
of the
Robert.
windows.
I
Out
better
in
check
the
out
open.
this crazy gang of yours.
It's brilliant police work. Lovely tea. But as I was saying, this game is pretty good at the beginning. It's actually scary. Mostly because you don't have a way to defend yourself. Now later in the game, that changes. You start getting guns and stuff, which means that everything that stands between you and whatever is just basically gunned down.
How you doing, kid?
Good, sir. Is it true what they say about you?
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Right.
Now, the game is a little weird in how you control it. Basically, you don't use the E button. You have the WASD keys, but you don't use the E key because that leans to side. So you use the S button, and then you walk backwards on X. It's a little weird, but you get used to it.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
All right, lad. I'll be careful. Yeah,
Something must be wrong. I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
Fair enough. How you doing, buddy?
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Just a bit. Crap, son. Keep walking. So we'll just keep walking. I love Victor's thinking right here is, oh, well, Jack's thinking, our main character is, well, they always obviously want to be inside, so I'll go inside, sure. See what they have to say, even though they're gunning down policemen and whatnot. Sure. Better than being caught in the crossfire. Let's see what we have here.
As I continue to translate the Miqotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
Alrighty then. I'll be honest. This is interesting. I like the Cthulhu mythos. And that's to say, I like the idea of the Cthulhu mythos because I have not played nearly enough of it to really voice my opinions on it. But I generally like the idea of the Cthulhu mythos that we're just that God exists
That symbol's strange.
and he doesn't like us
Almost
very
like
much.
a flaming eye.
Hey, God
I should take a
exists,
closer
the elder
look.
ones or whatever, and then yeah, whatnot. I'll butcher the mythos if I try to go into it, so I'll just shut up. This is a save game symbol. We would like to save the game. We'll just overwrite the old one because who gives a shit, really? Yeah, I was doing some sound testing earlier.
It's locked.
It's locked, alright? So we'll just walk up here and then. How you doing, buddy?
He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. His body is covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp. The body's still warm, but he's definitely dead.
Fair enough. P.I. Jack Walters, everyone.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walton.
Wonderful.
Damn, he recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. Damn, he recognized
Not too bad, really.
the key.
Let's get the keys. Fair enough. That's what I love about these guys. They're actually still firing at the place. How you doing, buddy?
Poisoning by the looks of it.
Fair enough. How about you, buddy?
He's dead. They're all dead.
Yeah. It's one of those games where things start getting blurry and whatnot if you're hanging around dead people and whatnot. But it works out alright.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
No? Alright, don't want to look at that. Fair enough. Yeah. In any case, it's,
Won't budge.
it actually is scary at the beginning, at least I think so. Not so much later on. Like I said, when you get a gun, usually things stop getting
It's
scary.
locked.
So, that's too bad.
It's unlocked.
Bam! Dun 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 dun. Well, that looks a suspiciously lot like... What were they doing here?
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements.
Dun dun dun!
It's a timetable of my movements. Looks like it's from 2 days ago.
Well, yeah, that is, but that is definitely not. No, yeah, alright. Oh, here we are.
I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
Right. And we just move on.
It's unlocked.
Wonderful. Like I said, I never really did find the key, but I can never complete the game, so I don't know what their thing
It
is with
appears
you.
to be a private study area.
Yeah, shit balls, I did it again. Alright, do we want to go read the things? I'll be honest, I really don't have the patience to read a lot of the stuff you find, but, Narcotica. Oh, this manuscript looks medieval, but, whatever. I just leave it for you guys to read. Alright. Alright. Yeah, this game requires an awful lot of reading, and I don't really have the patience to sit through it. Mostly because that, if I remember correctly, a lot of it doesn't really mean a whole lot, so it's kind of like, okay. A local disturbance. So how was your day? It's good. You are doing an awful lot of reading. Alright.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Definitely is. Watch your step. Boop. Awesome.
Shit. That did not sound
And,
well, that's just swell.
you're right
He's
there, buddy.
dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
Doesn't look all that crushed to me, but alright. 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 Let's keep going. Open the door. Everybody walk the
This sink
dinosaur.
would be used for scrubbing up. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here.
A little awful that they still have the panting sound effect going on, even though he's
From the markings,
clearly
he
talking.
must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
It's a little sad.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Mm-hmm. Dun dun dun. Whoa.
Good God! What the hell is all this? Looks like his stomach. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating heart.
A blob of the heart, but alright, we'll let that slide. It's his heart.
Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
And actually this doesn't, you know, upset him. But dead bodies do, but this, oh, this is just fine. Alright. Let's push the button. Like a good PI. Wonderful.
The crystal's still warm.
So we'll take it.
At least he's out of his misery.
I don't know why, but the hole in his head does just not match up with the size of his brain. At least if you ask me. I suppose you could make a convincing case that, oh well, it's in water, so naturally it would be a little bigger,
Like it's
or
gonna
look a little
collapse
bigger.
at any moment. It's too hot to pick up.
Once again, it's actually a pretty good voice actor they got to do the voice of
It's a similar shape
Walters.
to the slot upstairs.
well,
It's a similar shape to the
let's slap a
slot
crystal into it.
upstairs. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Alrighty then. I've played enough games to look when things look like they're gonna go Half-Life on us, but let's do it! Half-Life me up, Scotty! Beep, beep, beep. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.